Hello and welcome back once again to Infinite Jeff, the project where I, Jeff, the man called Jeff, read the book Infinite Jest to you, faithful listener, put it on the internet, the youtube.gov, and let you listen to it one page at a time, one day at a time. I was thinking about how maybe, because there's so much now footage of my voice out there, if they could somehow use that to create my voice, like take artificial intelligence and it learns my voice, and then you can use it to say whatever. Like it basically using AI to learn what my voice sounds like, and then you can plug it in like, text to speech, where you can type something and it'll say it in my voice. I'm just saying, I was thinking about this at work yesterday, that there's enough vocal footage of me, like, it's not footage, but, whatever, audio footage of me, my voice, that, you could totally do that. But the wayward thoughts of a bored mind at work, eh? That was, we're on to page number 209 of this journey that you're taking with me, and I appreciate it. Buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride. Page number 209, let us go. In fact, Tiny E's whole displacement of obsession from Bunks' hospital corners to people's tattoos was probably courtesy of this kid's skull, who on his second night in the newer male residence's 5-man room had shed his electrified muscle shirt and was showing off his tattoos in a boneheaded, regretless, first-category fashion to Ken Erdedy, while R. Lenz did headstands against the closet door in his jockstrap, and Ewell and Jeffrey D. had their wallets' credit cards spread out on Ewell's drum-tight bunk and were trying to settle a kind of admittedly childish argument about who had the more prestigious credit cards, skull-flexing his pectorals to make the overdeveloped woman on his chest writhe, reading his forearms to Erdedy, etc., and Jeffrey Day had looked up from his Amex, gold, to Ewell's platinum, and shaken his moist pale head at Ewell and asked rhetorically what had ever happened to good old traditional U.S. tattoos like Mom or an anchor, which for some reason touched off a small obsessive explosion in Ewell's detox-frazzled psyche. Probably the most poignant items in Ewell's survey are the much-faded tattoos of old Boston AA guys who've been sober in the fellowship for decades, the crocodilic elder statesmen of the White Flag and Alston groups, and the St. Columkill Sunday night group and Ewell's chosen home group, Wednesday night's Better Late Than Never group, non-smoking, at St. Elizabeth's Hospital just 2 blocks down from the house. There is something queerly poignant about a deeply faded tattoo, a poignancy something along the lines of coming upon the tiny and poignantly unfashionable clothes of a child long since grown up in an attic trunk somewhere. The clothes, not the grown child, Ewell confirmed for G Day. See, e.g., White Flag's cantankerous old Francis, ferocious Francis, Gehenny's right forearm's of a martini glass with a naked lady sitting in the glass with her legs kicking up over the broad, flaring rim, with an old-style Rita Hayworth-era bangs-intensive hairstyle. Faded to a kind of underwater blue, its incidental black lines gone soot green, and the red of the lips/nails/ Subic Bay 62 USN 407, not lightened to pink, but more like decayed to the dusty red of fire through too much smoke. After these old sober Boston blue-collar men's irrevocable tattoos fading almost observably under the low-budget fluorescence of church basements and hospital auditoria, Ewell watched and charted and cross-referenced them, moved. Any number of good old USN anchors and in Irish Boston sooty green shamrocks, and several little frozen tableaux of little khaki figures in GI helmets plunging bayonets into the stomachs of hideous urine-yellow buck-toothed oriental caricatures, and screaming eagles with their claws faded blunt, and Semper Fi all autolized to the point where the tattoos look like they're just under the surface of a murky-type pond. A tall, silent, hard-looking old black-haired BLTN group veteran has the terse and hateful single word pussy in what's faded to pond scum green All right, that was page number 209. More tattoo talk. We only have another page and a half of this, thank God. Again, I just don't care. It's just boring to me. Tattoo discourse. And it's also just dated. Like, it's interesting to kind of take in attitudes from 30-some years ago and extrapolate them to the future, but just be wrong. Like, that's interesting, because in some ways, Wallace has been, quite prescient in terms of what the future brings, in terms of, societal attitudes and whatnot. But in other ways, like this, it's just dated, and it's wrong, and mean-spirited, I think. But it's also just boring. So, but we're almost done. Only another couple pages of that. So then it's back to more tennis stuff. So I don't know. I really liked the testimonial parts where I got to kind of do some acting. So hopefully more dialogue. More dialogue. Dialogue's fun to read. But anyway, that was page 209, and I think I'm gonna eat some breakfast. I got these Jimmy Dean breakfast bowls at work. You could buy them at like the real grocery store. They're like almost $3 a pop, but they were just about $1 a piece. Buying them in bulk at work, so. And luckily they're good. It's like hash browns, I guess home fries? It's not the shredded hash browns, it's more the potato chunks. I guess that's home fries. Bacon, sausage, egg, and cheese. It's pretty good. It's easy. But the packaging. Don't like the packaging, but the earth is fucked, so... And on that note, good night.